Look, if you're not getting paid what you want and you know you're doing what you need to do, I assure you attitude has to be part of your problem. If you want a bigger paycheck, get a bigger attitude. You got that? How do you get a bigger paycheck? Bigger attitude, okay? Bigger smile, bigger happiness, bigger, more positive responses. So the question is, how do you change it? How do you stay positive? You know, what can you do to ensure that you're smiling, happy, loving life, saying the right things? Great, super, no problem, you got it. I'd be happy to do that for you. How can you keep that going other than just drilling? How do you keep it going when you go 3, 4, 5 days or 5 weeks or 5 months without a contract? Here's some helpful suggestions. I've used these in my life when I want to make sure that I'm beaming, that I'm, got light coming out of my eyes, I'm positive, and I have a good attitude. Number one, okay, I want you to avoid newspapers, television, and radio, okay, for 30 days. If you can't do 30 days, hey, let's do this. 1 day. Let's do it 1 day at a time, as they say. Okay, we'll just take 1 day, avoid newspapers, television, and radio. If you could do it a whole week, you'll see results in that first week. If you do it a whole month, you'll see dramatic results. Number two, I want you to stay away from can't-do people. People that have trouble in life, okay? I want you to stay away from them. I want you to say, you know what? Those people are off my line right now. People that don't do well, aren't successful, aren't winning, aren't lucky, stay away, okay? Guy has on the back of his bumper, bad things happen to me, okay? Don't park next to him, okay? You can try to help the people, but look, you're not responsible for hanging out with them because you could be affected. This includes family and friends. So, number three, get everyone in your life, get the people in your life on the same page with where you're going, with what you want in your life. Maybe even with these, tips. Let's get them saying positive things. Get them where they're positive. Get them understanding, hey, I'm on a 30-day program. We're going to get positive around here. No more can't do, won't do, not possible. That's a problem. I hate my life and I'm done. Okay? Okay, number four. Some of you are going to hate this. Drugs and alcohol. Got to avoid them. You got to give them up, man. Look, I know what I'm talking about from personal experience. Okay, you'll be more positive without them. They have a negative influence on your mind, and that's how they work. That's why they make you feel weird. Okay, smoke a little weed, drink too many vodkas. Mine doesn't work good. That's why you can't drive a car anymore. The weed makes you drive slow, and the vodka makes you drive reckless. And like you go too fast, you hit stuff you shouldn't hit. See, it's affecting the mind. It's affecting your ability to stay positive. Prescription drugs. Now, I'm not telling anybody to quit anything that you think you need. I'm just telling you, it is proven research today, okay, that prescription drugs are causing as much addiction, damage, and harm with people using them today as street drugs. Look, they're dangerous. I remember back 30 years ago, 28 years ago, when Valium, the drug Valium came out, and the AMA said, Valium is a safe drug. Nobody can get possibly addicted. Okay? 26 million housewives in America became addicted to the drug called Valium after the AMA said no way. Not only were 26 million housewives addicted, that drug had one of the longest half-lives. That means it stays in your system and affects your system for the extremely long periods of time. It's called a half-life. Okay? Just look at the side effects. Look at the warning labels. Look, to control your attitude, you want to be aware. I want to be alert. I want to be conscious. I don't want to be unconscious. I don't want to have this gray screen over my face where I can't see, right? I want to be in control so that I can create my future. So, by the way, there's a thing called the purification process that I did to get drugs and alcohol out of my system. I hadn't used drugs and alcohol for 25 years and went through this. Call my office if you have any questions about it. Absolutely unbelievable how long drugs stay in your body and continue to affect your mind long after you stopped them. Okay, number 5. This is a tip. You can take it, you can leave it, you can throw it away, whatever. Try to stay away from hospitals and doctors if at all possible. Go see them when you absolutely have to. Okay, but look, if you could stay away from them, you're going to be better off. Hospitals, attract sick people. I've seen too many people go to the hospital, the sick factory, okay, and come out worse. So recently, I'll tell you a story. My wife, we got pregnant, okay? My wife's pregnant. She's going to have a baby. We go to a doctor to get advice about how to have the baby. I tell the doctor, I said, look, we're going to have this baby at my house. He's like, Grant, what hospital are you going to do this at? I said, no. We're not doing it at a hospital. We're going to do it at my house. And he's like, I said, no, we're going to do it at my house. Everybody said that you don't like to do that, but that every once in a while you make exceptions. And I said, I want to do it at my house. And he's like, Grant, man, we need a hospital. I said, no. My wife's not sick. She's pregnant. I want to deliver the baby at my house. My house is not a collection of sick people. We had my first baby at my house, in our home, under a doctor's attendance, no drugs, none, zero drugs, not even Advil. Okay, it was a beautiful event, and the baby wasn't drugged. So I'm just telling you, stay away from places where sick people go, car wrecks are, and bad things happen. Okay, number 6. Negative talk. You got to treat it like garbage. Put a sign up in your office. No negative talk, period. Not allowed here, okay? Don't allow people to talk negatively around you in your office, in your environment. You don't need it. It's not good for them. Treat it like the plague. Treat it like garbage. Treat it like radiation. And don't let them leave their junk in your environment. Okay, number 7. I want you to start what we call a negativity diet. Commit to no negative thoughts, ideas, or talk for 24 hours. See if you can make it. Okay, you're going to start right now, okay? And you're going to be like, okay, I got to go 24 hours from right now, 24 hours from this moment, no negative talk, no negative thought, no negative actions. If you can't make it the full 24, look, I don't need you to, sit there and say all the things you did wrong or how bad you are, how negative. I don't care about that. Just start over until you build a discipline to control for longer and longer periods of time you being positive. Look, thoughts come before actions, right? I go run into that wall. I had to think about it first, okay? Thoughts precede actions, and your actions determine your life. Once you get control of this, you'll also get control of your actions. The negativity diet works like this. No negative thoughts, talks, or actions for 24 hours, okay? If you can't make it, restart the day. It might seem like a simple challenge to you. I've never seen anybody make the first 24 hours. So I challenge you with the negativity diet, okay? I know people that 5 minutes later, after starting the diet, had to start again. This is going to give you a game to play. It's not meant to be serious. It's a game to play where you're competing with yourself to start controlling how you think, act, and live life, okay? People have been unaware for, their whole life how negative they've actually become. So we want you to control those thoughts, or see if you can, and you'll start to control actions. Simple game. Don't take it real serious. Easy. All right? When you fail, become aware of what? The negative thought, okay? And maybe you can start putting yourself in a position, write it down possibly, restart the clock, and roll at it again. See how many days you can put together. The goal is to create awareness and discipline in what you choose, think, and do in your life. Now, if you want to know how to get rid of this negativity completely, forever, call my office, okay? There's a program that you can go through where you could actually eliminate negative thoughts, computations, ideas, reactive responses. Understand that all reactive responses typically are not your choice. They're automatic, whereby if you could get rid of that, you'd be left with what? Positive, forward-looking, solution-oriented, somebody analytical, thinking about what they should do in this situation, not reacting. The reality is, if you didn't have any negativity, if you didn't have any, zero, is that even possible? If you didn't have it stored in your memory banks, you'd be left with positive. You'd be left with who you really are, and you'd be left on an incredible adventure in your life. So look, get these tips into your life. See what they do for you. If we can help you, let us help you. But you're going to have to do something every day, because your attitude is important, your attitude is critical, and your attitude is vital to your future.